hoodie on, give him a hug. A second thoughts don't, you don't wanna get mugged.
She said, I love you, boy, I love you so. She said, I love you, baby, oh, 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 oh.
Let's all go on the urban safari, we might see some illegal migrants. Oi, look, there's a chap, that means council housed and violent. He's got a hoodie on, give him a hug. A second thoughts don't, you don't wanna get mugged. Oh shit, too late, that was kinda dumb.
Okay, so this is the title track to Ill Manners. It's inspired by anyone who knows Peter Fox. He wrote a song called Alias Neu. I always get the pronunciation wrong. But he's a German artist, and when I was doing promo for Strickland Banks in Germany, I found out about him, and he sampled a Shostakovich symphony, I think Symphony No. 7, and it was just the energy of the music video, of the song, his flow, everything. I was just really addicted to the track, and when I was looking for a song to be the title track for my movie Ill Manners, I thought it was the perfect thing to try and innovate, you know. It was a kind of a comment on society at the time, where I felt that after the London riots, I really wanted to say something to my country, because I felt that the kind of madness surrounding the Olympics was kind of brushing what had happened the summer before with the London riots under the carpet, and kind of almost ignoring that they happened. And, you know, if there's one positive I can take from the London riots, it was that this issue that we've had since maybe the 80s, maybe even the late 70s, with youth unemployment. And one of the reasons that I made the Ill Manners film, the reason I wrote it, which I wrote in 2008, was because I want to change the way things are in my country, but I feel the only way we can change it is by understanding what the problem is.
My name's Jo Lloyd. I work in social care for the council, and I used to be a social worker, all right?
Okay, looks like it's your lucky night. Maybe your social worker can teach you some manners.
Yeah. Fucking pigs.
Oi, can you just shut up?
I'm standing here making a fucking phone call, minding my own business. They come and start harassing me for no reason.
Look at them, they've
innit?
gone. You were meant to be meeting me today.
Oh, shit.
When you walk through the corner, you gotta watch your back. But I'll be in your corner.
Okay. So this is the opening music to The Wire. I think the way I wrote Ill Manners was more like an ongoing TV program than it was a movie. The reason I decided to write in that way is because actually in the past six or 7 years or so, the things I think really influenced me in terms of filmmaking has been more television than it has movies. I think the way that TV programs like Sopranos or The Wire or even now Game of Thrones, the way that they entertain you as an audience is that you watch one episode and you just have to watch the next. And I wanted Ill Manners to give you that same kind of experience, but within the kind of cinema setting. And I felt that that would only be achievable with the aid of music. What the music allows you to do is condense more information in a shorter amount of time. And the reason I thought this would work was because we come from a generation that understands hip-hop. So they can actually take in a lot more information in a smaller amount of time, which is what hip-hop music does. You know, you can kind of tell the story of a whole film in the space of 4 minutes with hip-hop music. This is The Clash.
London calling to the faraway towns. Now war is declared and battle come down. London calling to the
I think the Clash reference is something that the older generations have kind of put on what I'm doing now. I was never influenced by the Clash. I never really listened to their music. I don't think I set out to make a protest song, but I guess essentially that's what it is. When I think about why I started writing in that way, I mean, you have to go back years. You have to go back to year 2000 or maybe 1999 when I was in my last year of school, and I was seeing a lot of stuff that I didn't agree with. So when I hear people talking about my generation and saying negative things about us, I say, well, if that's the case, if we are this way, how do we change that? And it feels to me that there's no one within my society actually trying to get to the root of the problem. And I've learned that the root of the problem is the way these kids are being raised, the parents that are raising them, and the environment that they're living in. For me, that's what we need to change. That's where the money needs to get spent, and that's where the support from the government needs to come from and go to. And I think that that's what I'm trying to say in the film, Ill Manners, and that's also what I'm trying to say in the song. You know, it's not black and white, you know. If we can understand the problem, then we can collectively come together and think of a solution. And I feel that the only way of expressing my theory to the world was to make the film and to make the song. And if I hadn't have done that, then the issue would never have been brought to the forefront of conversation. And I think that that's what protest music is. And I guess it's something I just done naturally.
Yo. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on.
So, 8 Mile, Eminem. Eminem was a big influence on my generation, and I think people always compare me to him because I'm white and I rap. And not just that, but I think it's the things I choose to rap about. You know, I feel that before Eminem, hip-hop was largely it was kind of gangster rap. And there were other rappers around that were spitting in a conscious way, but the most popular kind of style of hip-hop music at the time was gangster rap. And I feel that the only kind of white rappers around at that time were kind of like the kind of token white rappers, you know. There was only a few exceptions, like House of Pain and Beastie Boys. But other than that, I don't think it was a music that white people were generally allowed to make, or were not taken seriously when they made it. Eminem, I think, destroyed that. When Eminem came out, it was not just white kids that was listening to it, it was black kids, Asian kids, you know. It really kind of broke down that kind of racial barrier. And it's because he was rapping about real life things, you know. Eminem kind of, I think, taught the world that you don't have to rap about being a gangster and being a pimp and selling crack. You can rap about kind of being white trash from a trailer park and flipping burgers for minimum wage, and you can make it sound interesting. And I think that really kind of appealed to not just me, but my whole generation. But I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I weren't influenced by the guy. I think every rapper that comes from my generation is influenced by Eminem. Every single one of us. You know, I just happen to be white. You know, that's it. He got fire in the fury. Wicked. Cheers, guys.